दिस वीडियो नीड्स नो इंट्रोडक्शन क्योंकि आप सबको पता है कि इस वीडियो में हम क्या करने वाले हैं. So let's get started.
There's lots of things, people and ideas I'd love to defenestrate. So.
Right.
The word defenestrate can have two meanings. The literal meaning means to throw someone out of the window. किसी को विंडो से बाहर फेंक देने को हम defenestrate कह सकते हैं. For example, he threw the diary out of the window in a fit of rage. Instead of saying this, you can say he defenestrated the diary in a fit of rage. बट इस वर्ड का एक मेटाफोरिकल मतलब भी है जो होता है किसी को फायर कर देना, किसी को जॉब से निकाल देना या फिर किसी आइडिया को रिजेक्ट कर देना. टू रिजेक्ट समथिंग और टू फायर समबडी. For example, when the cook served expired food, the manager fired him. Instead of saying this, you can say when the cook served expired food, the manager defenestrated him.
So I can't say it influenced me in any way. It was fun to dip into.
To dip into means to do something for a brief amount of time, for a short period of time. जब आप किसी काम को कुछ देर के लिए करते हो, लंबे समय के लिए नहीं, सिर्फ थोड़ी सी देर के लिए जब आप किसी काम को करते हो, तब हम इस वर्ड का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, शी ट्राइड एक्टिंग फॉर अ बिट बिफोर टर्निंग टू मॉडलिंग. इंस्टेड ऑफ सेइंग दिस, आई कैन से शी डिप्ड इनटू एक्टिंग बिफोर टर्निंग टू मॉडलिंग. To dip into can also mean to spend small amount of your savings. जब आप अपनी सेविंग्स में से कुछ थोड़ा सा अमाउंट स्पेंड कर देते हो, उसको भी हम dip into कह सकते हैं. For example, I dipped into my savings to buy a new perfume. It means I spent a little amount of my savings to buy myself a perfume.
Very often fiction has that beguiling quality of entering people's consciousness through the medium of story.
The word beguiling can be used to describe something or somebody that is attractive yet misleading. कोई ऐसी चीज जो बहुत आकर्षक तो है लेकिन आप उसको ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो. Let's understand it with an example. हम सब एक ऐसे इंसान को जानते हैं जो ऊपर ऊपर से तो बहुत मीठी बातें करता है लेकिन अंदर से हमारे बारे में कुछ बहुत अच्छा नहीं सोचता है. इस इंसान को हम डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं beguiling क्योंकि ये ऊपर से तो बहुत अच्छा है लेकिन अंदर से मिसलीडिंग है. हम इसको ट्रस्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं. So we can simply say my neighbor is beguiling.
But I felt that it would be invidious.
The word invidious can be used to describe a situation that causes resentment, unhappiness or envy in a person. एक ऐसी situation जो नफरत या फिर जलन पैदा करे. For example, his comments on my social media were invidious. इसका मतलब है कि उसने जो कमेंट्स करे वो ऐसे थे जो दूसरों में हेट्रेड या रिजेंटमेंट या एनवी पैदा करे, जलन पैदा करे.
Every single one of your museums in London is a chore bazaar. It's full of looted and purloined artifacts from my country and other people's country.
Purloin. The word purloin means to steal, चोरी करना. For example, instead of saying the Britishers stole the Kohinoor from India, you can make this sentence more advanced and say the Britishers purloined the Kohinoor from India.
Our conversation will have to move on and perhaps occasionally move away from this somber start into irreverent directions.
Irreverent का मतलब होता है disrespectful हो जाना, especially towards those things or those people who deserve respect. जब आप उन लोगों को ही डिसरिस्पेक्ट करने लगो जो रिस्पेक्टफुल हैं, जो रिस्पेक्ट डिजर्व करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, शी वेंट टू अ टेम्पल वेयरिंग अ शॉर्ट स्कर्ट. इट वाज इररेवरेंट ऑफ हर. It means it was disrespectful of her. It was disrespectful for something that is pious, something that is holy, something that deserves respect.
Well, it's actually a bit of a challenge. I've just finished 2 mammoth books and need to start another, but I'm sort of still contemplating which one to sink my teeth into.
To sink your teeth into is the opposite of to dip into. When you dip into something, you do it for a brief amount of time. But the idiom to sink your teeth into something means to get completely involved in a task. जब आप पूरी तरह किसी काम को करने में involve हो जाओ, that is when you can use this idiom. For example, he worked day and night on his history project. Instead of saying this, you can say he sank his teeth into the history project.
The other thing is that others just go on with their lives, don't they? The bereaved person cannot understand how that's possible.
Bereaved. The word bereaved can be used to describe a person who has recently lost a loved one. For example, a bereaved widow. It means she is a person who has recently lost her husband. एक ऐसा इंसान जिसने अभी अभी किसी loved one को, किसी close one को खोया हो. Let's understand it with an example. As a bereaved widow, she found comfort in painting. Bereaved here is describing the widow. It means somebody who has recently lost a loved one.
So he was able to bring me copious reams of telexes, Reuters and AFP and other dispatches coming in beyond what was printed in the American papers.
Copious. When you have copious amounts of something, you have more than enough of it. आपके पास ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा जब कोई चीज़ हो, उसको हम copious कह सकते हैं. For example, during COVID-19, everybody had enough amount of time to relax. So here I can say, during COVID, people had copious amount of time to relax.
Yes, I think Mr. Modi, to his credit, hasn't himself, since becoming Prime Minister, said anything particularly directly bigoted.
Bigot is a person who dislikes other people, especially because they have a different way of living. They have a different lifestyle, a different belief system, a different value system. एक ऐसा इंसान जो दूसरे इंसानों को ना पसंद करे क्योंकि उनके रहने का तरीका, उनके बिलीफ सिस्टम, वो जिन चीज़ों में मानते हैं वो आपसे अलग है. For example, he is a bigot because he made some resentful comments on the other community. इसका मतलब है कि वो इंसान हेटफुल है, रिजेंटफुल है, लाइक नहीं करता है दूसरे कम्युनिटी के लोगों को क्योंकि उनका बिलीफ सिस्टम, उनकी थिंकिंग उससे अलग है. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned some new words. Please form sentences with them and leave it in the comment section below. If you liked the video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Keep unscrewing English with me. I'll see you next time.